Video games and music, a match made in heaven, some might say. But few franchises blend these elements as seamlessly as Rhythm Heaven. Developed by Nintendo, known for quirky, innovative titles, Rhythm Heaven captivated players with its simple premise: tap, flick or shout along to the beat. But don't be fooled by the seeming simplicity. This series offers a unique brand of addictive gameplay that's both challenging and utterly charming. From quirky characters to insanely catchy tunes, Rhythm Heaven games have a way of getting stuck in your head long after you've put the controller down. Each game is a delightful assortment of rhythm-based mini-games, each more bizarre and wonderful than the last. Whether you're helping a chorus of onions harmonise, launching monkeys into space with perfect timing, or playing badminton with a dog and a robot, Rhythm Heaven guarantees an experience unlike any other. But the true brilliance of Rhythm Heaven lies in its accessibility. You don't need to be a rhythm game aficionado or a musical prodigy to enjoy the satisfying click of nailing a perfect beat. The game's intuitive design and forgiving learning curve make it a joy for players of all ages and skill levels. Whether you're a seasoned rhythm master or a complete newcomer, Rhythm Heaven's blend of humour, challenge and infectious music is sure to get your toes tapping. This is the story of how this quirky little franchise captured the hearts and funny bones of gamers worldwide. From its humble beginnings on the Game Boy Advance to its vibrant iterations on Nintendo's later consoles, we'll explore the evolution of Rhythm Heaven, the endearing characters that populate its world, and the impact it's had on the gaming landscape. So buckle up, grab your imaginary drumsticks, and get ready to groove through the history of Rhythm Heaven. The year was 2006. The Nintendo DS, with its innovative dual screens and touch controls, was taking the gaming world by storm. It was the perfect time for a rhythm game unlike any other. Enter Rhythm Tengoku, known in the West as Rhythm Heaven, a quirky little title developed by Nintendo SPD. This Japan-exclusive release for the Game Boy Advance introduced the world to the series' signature blend of offbeat humour, addictive gameplay, and deceptively challenging rhythms. Players were greeted by a cast of bizarre yet endearing characters, from karate-chopping carrots to synchronized wrestlers, each with their own unique rhythm-based challenges. The game's intuitive controls, utilizing only the A and B buttons, belied its surprising depth. Mastering each mini-game's timing and nuances became an obsession, rewarding players with the sweet satisfaction of a perfect. Despite its limited release, Rhythm Tengoku garnered a cult following, praised for its innovative gameplay and addictive nature. It didn't take long for Nintendo to recognize the potential of this quirky gem. In 2008, Rhythm Heaven, a localized and expanded version of the original, made its debut on the Nintendo DS. This marked the franchise's first foray into the global market, introducing a whole new audience to the joys of synchronized clapping monkeys and love-struck tomatoes. With enhanced visuals, new minigames, and the added bonus of touchscreen controls, Rhythm Heaven on the DS solidified the series' formula for success. The game was a critical and commercial hit, praised for its charming characters, infectious music, and addictive pick-up-and-play gameplay. Rhythm Heaven wasn't just a game. It was a phenomenon, quietly establishing itself as a staple in Nintendo's library of quirky and delightful titles. The year is 2009. The Nintendo Wii, with its motion controls and family-friendly appeal, is a global phenomenon. What better time for Rhythm Heaven to make its grand entrance on the world stage? Rhythm Heaven Fever, known in Europe as Beat the Beat Rhythm Paradise, arrived on the Wii, bringing its unique blend of rhythm action and absurdist humour to a wider audience than ever before. This time around, the game took full advantage of the Wii Remote's motion controls, allowing players to tap, flick and swing their way to rhythmic bliss. From flicking peas with a fork to boxing with a giant robot, Rhythm Heaven Fever amplified the series' signature zany energy. The game introduced a host of memorable new characters, including the now iconic Barista Duo and the always stylish Karate Joe, who quickly became fan favorites. The Wii's motion controls added a new layer of physicality and engagement to the gameplay. Players weren't just pressing buttons, They were actively participating in the rhythm, mimicking the actions of the on-screen characters with gleeful abandon. This intuitive and immersive approach made Rhythm Heaven Fever a hit at parties and gatherings as friends and family huddled around the TV, flailing their arms in unison. Rhythm Heaven Fever was a critical and commercial triumph, solidifying the franchise's place as a beloved Nintendo staple. Its infectious energy, quirky humor, and accessible gameplay resonated with players of all ages and backgrounds, further cementing its legacy as a modern classic. With the success of Rhythm Heaven Fever, the franchise had truly found its groove. The year 2011 saw the release of Rhythm Heaven Megamix, known as Rhythm Paradise Megamix in Europe, for the Nintendo 3DS. This installment served as a celebration of the series' legacy, compiling the best minigames from previous entries alongside a bevy of brand new challenges. Megamix introduced a charming story mode where players traveled across a whimsical world, helping quirky characters find their rhythm. This installment also introduced new gameplay mechanics, like the challenge train, which tested players' skills with increasingly difficult remixes of familiar mini-games. The 3ds stereoscopic 3D added a new layer of depth to the visuals, making the already vibrant world of Rhythm Heaven pop off the screen. Megamix was a love letter to longtime fans, offering a nostalgic trip down memory lane while introducing fresh challenges and characters to keep the experience feeling new. The game was a resounding success, proving that the formula for Rhythm Heaven's success remained as potent as ever. Despite the series' continued success, a new main installment has yet to grace a Nintendo console since Megamix. Fans eagerly await the day when they can once again tap, flick, and shout along to the beat of a brand new Rhythm Heaven adventure. The Rhythm Heaven franchise, though perhaps not as widely recognized as some of Nintendo's other flagship titles, has carved a special place in the hearts of gamers worldwide. Its unique blend of rhythm-based gameplay, quirky humor, and undeniably catchy tunes has created a legacy that continues to resonate with players of all ages and backgrounds. From its humble beginnings on the Game Boy Advance to its vibrant iterations on the Wii and 3DS, Rhythm Heaven has consistently delivered experiences that are both challenging and undeniably charming. The series' approachable gameplay mechanics make it easy for anyone to pick up and play, while its surprising depth and variety keep players coming back for more. But perhaps the most enduring legacy of Rhythm Heaven is its ability to bring people together. Whether it's huddling around a TV with friends, competing for high scores, or simply tapping our toes to the game's infectious soundtrack, Rhythm Heaven has a knack for fostering a sense of shared joy and camaraderie. While the future of the franchise remains uncertain, one thing is for sure: the rhythm lives on. The impact of Rhythm Heaven can be felt in the countless other rhythm games it inspired and in the hearts of the fans who continue to cherish its unique blend of humor, challenge, and unadulterated fun. Here's hoping that it's only a matter of time before we're once again grooving to the beat of a brand new Rhythm Heaven adventure.